What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some interesting news as mutual sparring partner for legendary, retired, Hall of Fame, iconic superstar boxer, former 5-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, retired Hall of Famer, the man known as Money, Floyd Money Mayweather Jr., 44 years of age, turned promoter and founder of Mayweather Promotions, Floyd Money Mayweather Jr., and undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 27 years of age, who is 26 wins, no loss and no draws, 24 big wins by way of knockout. He is 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis is viewed as the cash cow, top 10 pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. He is the cash cow from junior welterweight on down. With that said, a mutual sparring partner of both guys, Floyd Mayweather at 44 years of age and Gervonta Tank Davis at 27 years of age. There was recent reports that Floyd Mayweather could be making a ring return that counts. Okay, now we know Floyd Mayweather, he's scheduled to have a ring return in February against a YouTuber, some Kicks, BG Kicks or something like that matter. They're scheduled to face off in an exhibition in Dubai on a heliport. Okay, that's an exhibition. We know Floyd Mayweather, he's been doing exhibitions. He did an exhibition with Logan Paul. He did an exhibition with Tinshi. He's been doing exhibition bouts as of late. But his new trainer, BT the Great, he stated that he believes that Floyd Mayweather is going to make a ring return for a one fight that's going to count against his record. Okay, he's going to put his undefeated record on the line. Floyd Mayweather is 44 years of age, 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. Okay, so with that said, we saw Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, he's training guys. We most recently we saw him in the ring training the GOAT, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, undisputed in 2 separate weight classes simultaneously at the same time, Clarissa T-Rex Shields, as she's preparing for her fight, her ring return to the sport of boxing. Now, she competes in mixed martial arts now and in the sport of boxing. She'll be making a ring return in boxing February 5th. So with that said, Floyd Mayweather, is helping her out. We saw Floyd Mayweather training the likes of Gervonta Tank Davis. He even trained undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. We see him giving Rolando Rolly Romero tips. So Floyd Mayweather is always active. When we see Floyd Mayweather training, we see Floyd Mayweather running, we see him active. But we now see Floyd Mayweather with mutual sparring partner Clarissa Shields. She put on social media, got to see Floyd Mayweather train and spar for the first time, and it was a sight to be seen. Okay, and she was like, it was unbelievable. Okay, and you get a lot of people like his trainer. He said that Floyd Mayweather is taking these young guys to school. Okay, Floyd Mayweather is doing things with these young guys, taking these young guys to school who are future world champions and on the verge of being world champions. Okay, so he stated that he believes Floyd Mayweather is going to put his record on the line, his undefeated record on the line, and actually face off against contender or world champion in the sport of boxing. Now, it led many to believe that we could possibly see a highly anticipated rematch between Floyd Mayweather, 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who currently is the undisputed super middleweight, in Saul Canelo Alvarez. Okay, people speculate we could possibly see Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez in a rematch. Okay, of their 2013 showdown. So with that said, Floyd Mayweather, he outclassed Canelo Alvarez. He dominated the fight. He won essentially every single round against Canelo Alvarez. Pretty easy fight to score, although one of the judges saw Floyd Mayweather a draw with Canelo Alvarez, when most people looked at the fight and thought Canelo Alvarez, if he won a round or two, you're being generous. Okay, Floyd Mayweather just put on a masterclass performance against Canelo Alvarez, like I said, back in September 2013. He dominated the fight. And so with that said, Canelo Alvarez is viewed now as the face of the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez is considered the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. He's the cash cow in the sport of boxing. he is the face of the sport of boxing. So that's the only blemish on Canelo Alvarez's resume. Okay, Canelo Alvarez is 57 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout, 31 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. So he's competing at 168. And so the speculations are running rampant that Floyd Mayweather, he fought Logan Paul, who's a cruiserweight, in real time, obviously, to get acclimated to that big weight, okay? And so people will call for that. Now, that would be the fight that would be worthwhile for a guy like Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is going to come back and put it on the line. You best believe it's going to have to be worth his while. And the fight between Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez could garner upwards of $200 million for Floyd Mayweather, okay? So this would be the fight, that'd be able to lure him back, and imagine if Floyd Mayweather could come back. Canelo Alvarez is undisputed. He fights Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight, at 165 catch weight or something of that magnitude, and he wins and becomes undisputed at 44 years of age, okay? So they fought in 2013. He comes back 9 years later and beats Canelo Alvarez. Imagine what that would do for his legacy that's already cemented. He's already a Hall of Famer. He's already TBE, the best to ever do it. Many people consider him the greatest boxer to ever live. Okay, so imagine what that does for his legacy and the myth of Floyd Mayweather in 50 years, okay, in 30 years from now, okay? That would be enormous. So a common sparring partner says that Floyd Mayweather is actually at this advanced age, at this stage in his life, having not fought, in a real boxing match, outside of the exhibitions that Floyd Mayweather has done, so he stated this is a mutual opponent, a sparring partner of Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis. He stated that Floyd Mayweather is far quicker and sharper than Gervonta Tank Davis. He said that he's surprised because he thought that he was going to be able to take advantage. So he stated that at Floyd Mayweather being 44, he thought that he was going to be able to take advantage of Floyd Mayweather's age, okay? Thinking that Floyd Mayweather was slower. He said that he competed against other legends that, have retired, and he was able to, get the best of them, okay? He said, but in Floyd Mayweather, his reflexes were still quicker than Gervonta Tank Davis. He said his speed, he still was faster than Gervonta Tank Davis. He had more pop. He was more accurate. He said he made adjustments and he did things in the ring that he just never witnessed before. He said that it left him in awe because he stated that, I had to throw combinations and hope that the last few punches and the combinations landed on Floyd Mayweather. He said I could never, and on top of that, he could never land one punch. He said that, his defense was impeccable. He said that he was just a nod. Now, you keep in mind, Floyd Mayweather last fought as against a real boxer in September 2015 against Andre Berto, where he won a unanimous decision. That was 7 years ago, okay? Floyd Mayweather was 37 years of age at that point in time. That was 7 years ago when he beat Andre Berto, okay? So with that said, he did have a fight August of 2017, 2 years after that, against Conor McGregor to make him 50-0. But we know Conor McGregor is a UFC legend, okay? He's a Hall of Fame in the UFC. He's not a boxer, okay? He was making his debut in the sport of boxing, and Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather ended up stopping Conor McGregor, who was a bigger guy at 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. They fought at a higher weight class. So, but Conor McGregor obviously was viewed as, a novice. He's a UFC. He's a combat athlete, but he competes in a whole different discipline. So with that said, this boxer is saying that he's competed against Gervonta Tank Davis many times. He said the angles and the footwork and the speed, the hand speed of Floyd Mayweather, he said it was amazing to be in there with Floyd Mayweather, and so was the other sparring partners that sparred Floyd Mayweather. They were saying the same thing. His conditioning, his hand speed, his reflexes, it didn't fade. And, he stated that maybe a testament to Floyd Mayweather never truly leaving the gym, okay? So he's always in shape. He's always running. We know Floyd Mayweather still lives a fighter's lifestyle. So it's no coincidence that we heard his trainer say that he expects Floyd Mayweather to come back for at least one more fight to put his unblemished record on the line. He is doing exhibitions, but I believe that Floyd Mayweather is just waiting for the right time to present itself before Floyd Mayweather announces one fight. And I think that fight is going to be Canelo Alvarez, okay? It would be historic for Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. And Floyd Mayweather is not short on his words regarding how he views Canelo Alvarez. He's been saying Canelo Alvarez is easy work for quite some time. Okay, he's been making his business to point out how easy a fight that Canelo Alvarez is, and on top of it, that other fighters should be viewed in the same light as Canelo Alvarez is today's time. So Floyd Mayweather, is somewhat keeping that rivalry alive, and so you have his trainer coming out and saying that he believes Floyd Mayweather can compete and will put his unblemished record on the line one more time. And now you have his sparring partner saying that Floyd Mayweather looks sharper than ever, and he's even more so sharper than a guy that's a pound for pound best fighter and has some of the best reflexes and boxing ability and skill set in the sport of boxing. Athletic ability, explosive, and Gervonta Tank Davis saying that his footwork, his hand speed, and his reflex are even better than Gervonta Tank Davis. That speaks volumes. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
This is Amanda, the real deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.